Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shishino's Rambo, and if you notice that I'm in theater mode and I don't know how to get rid of the HUD, so please forgive me on that. But I'm bringing back some Black Ops 3 gameplay, and I'm going to be talking about The Walking Dead episode 605. And I've seen a lot of people have been liking these, so I'm going to just keep doing it. I see a lot of people are liking it so far. I actually made a list of what I want to talk about, and this has to be a little bit shorter than today because, it's only 28 minutes, as you can see, so I'm going to try and hit that limit. I just want to talk about what's going on. Aaron and Maggie, the situation getting a little bit more bleak. Maggie's pregnant. Oh my god, and fucking Rick and Jesse are finally, they're finally getting together. I literally sang Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" after the whole episode was over. So I was happy, and I've been waiting for Rick to go in for that since the beginning, and I remember that from Arrow. Like I was telling my mom, I'm like, man, they did this in Arrow. They did this in Arrow. She didn't believe me, so she had to go see it for herself. Really, I think Glenn's still alive. I watched the Talking Dead last night, and everyone's like, oh, is that what he meant by a piece of Glenn? We're going to see him again, guys. Like, come on. Just saying. I think we're going to see him again sooner or later. And, again, I think that's kind of where I think Jesus is going to come in. If Paul Jesus Monroe, they confirmed him for season 6, and I think that's where they're gonna meet him. And that's a perfect way to end off the season, by the way, introducing Mr. Paul Monroe. And we're going to see the Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham episode next week. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. I want to see that. Here's the thing that pissed me off, though, about this episode. How did he get away? How did Rick get away from, all the bad, all the zombies? How did he get away? I would have liked to see that. How did he get away? Why did he get away? Like, why? Why? Where did he go? Why did he get away? How did he get away? He was in that RV. He looked screwed. Did he just run? I saw the joke on Talking Dead. If you remember, I got it from Cardio. Like, I didn't get it at first until I realized, oh, it's from Zombieland. And yeah, it's from Zombieland. Cardio is key. That's one of the rules that Columbus puts on there. That's pretty fun. Yeah, but I actually posted a tweet, sort of a joke in a sense. I was just like, hey man, this is a fitting song for tonight's episode. And yeah, it was Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On." Some guy went up to me and literally linked a porn site. I don't know. I'm not really into that kind of thing, so don't get mad at me. But it's not like I encouraged this. It's just it happened, okay? It just happened. All right, it just happened. And not exactly pleased with the guy because he did that, but that's just me. And I'm like that, but anyways, just a lot to talk about tonight. And just then again, or today, I'm like, man, how did Rick get away? I wanted to know how he got away. How did he get away? Why did he get away? Why? How? Did he just run the whole way? Like, how did he find his way back? There's a lot of unanswered questions. Like, we may learn about it later, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. Because, again, The Walking Dead is an ambiguous show. Sometimes you just hate the ambiguity of the show. Sometimes you gotta love it, but sometimes you gotta hate it. This is one of those moments where you're just freaking hating it. Like, how did he get away? I need to know! But, that's just, again... It's very, fascinating subject, this episode. So I made the plot points I wanted to talk about tonight, I keep saying tonight, today, and, I keep saying, alright, so I'm gonna talk about Rick and Jesse first, because, I think they were a big part of the episode. Now Jesse, first of all, they're both not in the best of places, Rick and Jesse, because Jesse, her sons are terrified of her. One of her sons is not too pleased with her. I'm not going to say hate, because, I don't think he hates his mom, but I think, she's not, he's not in the best of terms with his mother right now. But, that is kind of sad, But anyways, there are parts of, Jesse. Okay, let me just get. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. I'm off track. Jesse and Ron and Sam are not getting along, as you can tell. Ron is just pissed off at her over just some Rick shit. I don't fucking know. And, Rick, I don't know what his son's doing ever since that pussy shove fight. I don't even call that a fight. I would have at least punched the damn dude in the face. But that's just me. I mean, maybe I would have fought like that, because usually, if I fight, I'm a dude who literally, I'm like a football player. I just go in and frickin' tackle the person, but that's just me. Now, if they're bigger, I'll try and, do something different, but, tackles usually work. And, yeah, but, that was a pussy-ass fight. I did not like that, but, anyways, they're kids, so I guess it is justifiable in a sense, but, it's just me anyway. And, again, Rick, he doesn't know where some of his closest friends, his family's been, he doesn't know where, any of his closest friends are. He doesn't know where Glenn is, and that makes him sad. I think where he kisses Jesse, spoilers, where he kisses Jesse, I think that's where, I think he was crying. Like, I saw there was red in his eyes. I think he was, crying earlier, it's just kind of, maybe he was just sad about something, that's what I'm thinking. But that was just me again. I really don't know if he was crying or not, but it looked like he was crying earlier. Now, he wasn't his voice wasn't getting shaky and all that, he wasn't doing that, but, he was getting really emotional. I could tell he was sort of emotional at that moment, because he doesn't know where Glenn is, he doesn't know where Daryl is, and he doesn't know where Sasha and Abraham are, and, again, these people are basically potentially his family, these people he knows, and, it is really sad. And again, Glenn, where the hell is Glenn? I know he did not die from that, because he cannot die like that, fricker. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, he cannot die from that. That's just some crap. I don't think he's gonna die that way, in a sense. No one's thinking he's gonna die. There's people who are like, he's dead, frick him. But there's a lot of people who think he's alive, myself included. I think that he is alive, he is well, and we will see him again soon. I think we're going to see him either in the season, or in the mid-season finale, or we're going to see him the episode before. And we got 2 episodes left, so I'm really hoping they actually touch up on what happened to Glenn. I want to know what happened to Glenn, because it's very unclear if they killed him off or not. The wiki sites are saying, oh, he's dead. The Wikipedia is even saying he's dead, but they're also saying, oh, it's unconfirmed. It's unconfirmed. We're not sure if he's dead or not. We're like you, we don't know. But, yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to talk a lot more about Glenn later, because the final talking point of this episode will be, Aaron and Maggie, which is a pretty important part of this episode. And, so, yeah, Rick and Jesse, Rick, again, they're both having really bad days. I've seen this in TV shows. In Arrow, this happened. They did the same thing in Arrow, where, Sarah and Oliver both just had a shitty day, and they just need someone to hug on and kiss. Now, theirs was more intense than theirs, because that was just a slow hand caress and just, kiss. Just, it was a good moment. I thought that was a sweet moment. Just, really, it was a sweet moment for me, and, I'm glad that, Rick's finally found someone, he's moving on from Lori, it's just, it is very unfortunate, still that Lori died, and I actually was sad when she died. Now, a lot of people hated her. Now, yeah, there's a part of her where I'd be lying, too, if I said there weren't parts that actually bothered the hell out of me. But, I thought she was a good character. I thought, she did have her part, she did have her role. So, that's kind of what I think matters in the end to me. And really, that's just it. Now, Glenn, I don't want to talk about Glenn right now. Oh, but yeah, Rick and Jesse, Rick just had a bad day. He doesn't know where his friends are. So, I'd be distressed, if I knew that, my parents, I don't know where, if I were surviving a zombie apocalypse, I'd be like Rick, I'd be devastated. I'd be like, these people I've been surviving with for a long time now, and, There's sometimes I feel like, why I think people get so emotionally attached to these characters? Because, these people are a lot like real people. This is sort of like what would happen if a zombie apocalypse really did happen and really did happen in real time. This would probably might happen. This probably might, and they used to be normal people. That's the thing I kind of feel strikes out. These people used to be normal people, and look who they are now. And they're these really strong survivors. Just it's a really sad moment, really. And I again, I'd be devastated. I'd be doing the same thing right now. I'd be really, really sad to see any of my friends. I don't know where they are. Why are they gone? Why are they disappearing? Like, why, what is going on? Just, I'd be really upset. And, I feel Rick was being upset at that moment. And it is very sad to see that happen. And Jessie, again, her son is freaking terrified of her. Her one son is extremely terrified of her. And her other son completely just freaking hates her guts right now. So, I imagine that's probably, not rubbing in well with her. So, and plus, Jessie is a very pretty woman. Let's get that out of the way. I feel she is a very attractive woman. I'm just gonna say that right now. I think she'll go up on the list of, like, most, beautiful Walking Dead women. Okay? I think she'd be up there. Just, and it is true, she is very pretty. And, me and my friend were talking about it last night. We're just like, man, I don't know where you've been. Show me the Carfax. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, I'm kind of taking that from Swoozy, but, whatever. Fuck it. But, yeah, I think that kiss, basically, to me was, it's sort of like, man, we're fricked, We're just, man, we had a bad day today. We just had a bad frickin' day today, okay? We got attacked by the wolves. I had to kill a dude in front of my son. I bet Rick's probably like, yep, I murdered some guys in a bus. I murdered a wolf in my kitchen in front of my son. My husband is dead. And then, Rick's probably like, oh yeah, same thing. It is very sad. And, I can finally feel, this is sort of starting to go like, season 5. Because to me, season 5 was the most depressing season of The Walking Dead. Because to me, I feel it's a very sad, very distressful season. Because, a lot of our characters died that season. And that took a toll on the entire group. To me, I felt like that entire sadness was felt at the moment. It was felt when they all just, in 5-10, I feel like that's when it's fully looking at them in the face. That's when it's fully realized how sad and how bleak their situation is. And it is, to me, and I feel that is very sad. And, it's starting to become a lot like, season 5 again. It's like, where's Glenn? Why is Glenn gone? Man, where all these people died. That one lady who that dude said, I'm not gonna make it, she died, and that made me so sad. I mean, like, that would have crushed him if he came back. And, really is unfortunate. And, man, God rest their souls. I know they're fictional characters, but, man, I mean it, dude. Just God rest those people's souls. Like, I feel bad for anyone who gets, like, eaten by a zombie. It's always sad, even if you get, like, devoured by a zombie. You're just like, oh, man, come on, man. I just go like, man, God better show mercy on you. You better have believed. I would much rather go to heaven than hell. And then face more writhing and pain. I don't know if a lot of these characters believe in God again. There's a lot of ambiguity in the show. Maybe except for Rick. Rick did say, he's not always the biggest believer in that stuff. But, he has his moments. Yeah, it was a very strange episode for Rick and Jessie. And I know I'm getting a lot over again. I'm hopping again. So I'm going to talk about the second one. I'm going to be talking a lot about, I'm going to also talk about Carol and Morgan, because we saw none of them this episode. I saw literally basically just none of them this episode. I only saw Morgan for like 3 minutes. What I think is that, Morgan was telling the story to that guy. Oh, wait, no, that was after. Wait, no, Rick came after the story, so never mind. No, he's not telling him the story. But I think Morgan's probably dealing with that guy right now, and Rick, and Carol's probably still mourning the fact that, all these people are dead in the community, and she feels really sad about it. That's what I think anyway. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, I really was curious. I'm like, where the fuck are they this episode? Like, why are they gone? Where are they going? Why are they here? Whoa, what the fuck? Just one of those moments. You're just like, man, what the fuck? Just kind of why? Why is this happening? I need some answers. But honestly, I have to say, man, Carol and Morgan, I would have liked to see him this episode. I would have liked to see him what happened after, but no, Morgan's gone. Glenn's still gone. I'm still freaking railing over Glenn. Oh, man, yeah, and Deanna's freaking losing it, by the way. She's just freaking out of her mind right now. Like, her son made that speech like, oh, we shouldn't steal from the pantry. He freaking stole booze and peanut butter and some, like, goddamn crackers, wasn't it? Like, Jesus Christ. Just freaking crackers all the way, man. That's some horse shit. I'm like, dude, that dude's a hypocrite then, if he's doing that crap. And I was upset, I was pretty upset. I was like, man, he's a hypocrite. But, that's, again, he's like, I think he was just drunk, probably. That's probably why I got pissed off at Deanna the whole time. But, frickin', I'm like, man, frick him. He's like his bro. He's frickin'... Dude, Aiden was an ass. Like, why did he even mention him? I wouldn't even mourn that bastard if he died, fricker. But, I mean, of course, he's his family. That's his brother. So, of course, he's going to mourn him. So, I mean, it is sad. So, and... Man, just... Really sad episode. And Deanna's just kind of... And then she just started killing that zombie. And what I thought it was, again, just me, I think she was just pissed off about, frickin' Reg and her son dying. Maybe she got mad about all those people, dying and stuff. She got all mad about that. Maybe, that's what I think, anyway. But, I think, maybe she did feel bad. She's like, man, shit. I don't know if she even knew about what was going on. She probably believed those, like, bullshit stories they told her about, oh, they tried to save us and shit, that he pulled on Glenn in season 5, which, that I know that doesn't work. Yeah. But yeah, Deanna frickin', man, really sad. And, you have to feel some empathy, a little bit. Really, there's not a lot to talk about with Deanna, and same thing with the next subject I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Tara and Denise, because we haven't seen a lot of Tara this season. We've seen her a little bit. Like, she's pissed. Like, I remember there was one episode, or the actually season premiere, in fact, when she was pissed off at Nicholas, like she was contemplating killing Nicholas over the entire Noah situation. He wanted blood for Noah's death, and I still cannot watch that episode. Like, really, I can't. It's just, it's that sad. It's that sad to me, and I can't watch it. It's a really hard thing for me to watch. I still can't watch Spend without knowing that a guy's gonna get ripped apart in front of me. So yeah, I'd rather not watch that unfold. Because that's just, to me, that's a very sad. It's a really upsetting episode. And, I cried. If you guys remember, I cried. That's an episode that I cannot watch without me crying. On The Walking Dead, there are only 2 episodes. One is 304, which I forgot the name, so unfortunate. So, sadly, I don't remember the name, so, I mean, I really don't know really the name that much, so, yeah, I remember a lot of things, but I don't remember the name, and, And Spin. And Spin was the other one that I couldn't watch because it's just so sad to watch Noah get ripped apart. And it's sad when you, like, you're feeling what Glenn is feeling when he's watching him get torn apart. You know that feeling. It's where you're horrified watching a human being get ripped apart in front of you. It's just that. Like, it's just, you know, and I know there are people who have probably seen this, like, in War. That's what you're feeling right there. That's what, to me, that's what he's feeling. And I'm kind of upset. I'm like, they don't really show much reaction when they, die. When people die. Like, I mean, I don't expect them to fall off the floor and die because of them, but I expect to, at least they show a little bit more reaction. And I guess that's what Season 5, Episode 10 was probably all about. That was probably them about to sit down and die because of it. Because, they were in a very bleak situation. It was a very sad and very unfortunate. Season 6 is starting to turn out a lot like Season 5 because, in Season 6 and Season 5, it turns out it's good at the beginning. It's really good in the beginning. Everything's going good. This idea is going to work, and I knew it wasn't going to work. So, all this crap is going down. And it's working. Group's going to be the group again. And then everything goes to chaos. And then that's where everything just goes down. And that's just where it all just gets sad again. Because, Glenn is possibly dead. I doubt it. I'm hoping he's not dead. I don't think he's dead. But, Glenn's not dead. He's surely... anyways, it's a joke. I saw people were posting that the other day. But, yeah, I don't think he's dead. He's not dead. But, again, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But, yeah. Tara and Denise. That's an interesting thing. Because if you remember in the comic books, if you guys read the comic books like I do, she was with Dr. Cloyd. She was with Dr. Cloyd. No. Dr. Cloyd is Denise. So, Dr. Cloyd was with, Heath. Yeah, Heath. He was with Heath. And, now I've learned that she is gay or bisexual or whatever she is. I don't know, but, and I mean, there's no problem with them. I mean, if you want to be, again, Walking Dead, same thing, if you want to be gay, it's fine. One of my favorite characters of the show right now, frickin' Aaron, he's frickin' gay. Like, I don't care that much. It's okay. Like, I don't, it doesn't matter to me. Just, do what you want to do. If you're gonna love a girl, and you're a girl, that's fine. If you want to love a dude and you're a dude, that's fine too. I mean, I don't care. Let's just get that out of the way. I do not care. Just don't harp at me, PC people, okay? I don't need that. But alright, but I'm trying not to offend people. But anyways, that was just random, like, oh, I thought she was going to get with Heath. No. She just goes up and just goes into that sucker. I'm like, hello there. What? Hello. Just, what are you doing there, Jesus. I'm going to switch perspectives because it's just going to be boring the whole time. But, JK's, POV. But yeah, Tara and Denise, that was a pretty nice moment. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but that's just one of the whole romantic attachments going on throughout the episode. So, I mean, the last time we saw Tara, again, I've been waiting. I'm like, man, when's Tara going to get with someone? And, Tara, she's been, she only dated that one lady who just got shot in the face by the children. Like, that's what makes you feel better. You're just like, these children just murdered me. Like, I would not like being murdered by other children. Like, that's just, no, not me. And, it's not how Rambo rolls. But, anyways. But yeah, just, it's Tara and Denise, that's cool. I mean, that's nice. I mean, I was not expecting that. I thought she was going to be with Heath like in the comic books. I'm kind of wrong now. I guess I'm kind of eating the words out of my own mouth right now. So I really don't know. I just, me just being me and, yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next one because there's not really a lot to talk about Denise and Tara. So, most of the thing I feel is the most groundbreaking of the episode, again, and a lot of people do, is Maggie and Aaron. Because Aaron, you can tell he is shell-shocked over what happened at the community. Because it is sort of his fault because, these guys followed the pictures he took. And, now a bunch of people are dead sort of because of him, and now he's feeling that huge weight on his shoulders. And he does fess up to it. By the way, there's three frickin' speeches in this episode. Bugged the hell out of me. But, that's just me again. I thought it was annoying, but, that's just my thought process at the time. But, frickin' Aaron, miraculous episodes. I thought, and I noticed a lot of people had mixed reviews about this episode, and, it's just, again, a lot of people had a lot of mixed reviews about this episode. A lot of people like, oh, it sucked, oh, it's good, a lot of people like, oh, it was alright, and there were people like, oh, it's bad, it's horrible, and then there were people who thought, oh, it was really shit, I was watching the episode, mixed reviews, and I thought, man, that was a quick-ass episode, I didn't like it. So, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, I'm gonna say I'm very mixed about it. I'm very mixed. I'm like, it was good, but I'm going to say there were flaws. It kind of was too slow after a while. And we did need another slow episode. I felt like, man, after all this chaos, I feel like, this episode is needed, in a sense. I felt like that episode is needed. So, just, that's how it works, apparently. In the zombie apocalypse, that's how it works. And Maggie's just hell-bent on finding Glenn. So now we're going back to this whole frickin' Maggie and Glenn trying to find each other bullshit that we had to see in Season 4. And that took up literally the whole second half of Season 4. And I was actually glad when they were back together. I'm like, oh, thank God they don't have to, find each other anymore and frickin' send messages through Walker blood. That's just, it's nasty. Again, that's why I got pissed off at Bob's death. I'm like, really? Like, Maggie, you survived one because of this guy. And Sasha, too. I would have at least showed a little bit more, emotion. A little bit more emotion. Because, that's just me again. I'd be like, man, I'd show a little bit more emotion. Because, I survived with this guy for a while. And, I thought this guy was pretty cool. I'm like, I like that guy. One of those kind of deals. And I don't like Family Guy anymore, but, I'm like, yeah, man, I like that guy. I really don't know all that often, but, there's just some parts that, of the show, The Walking Dead, that, again, life is not fair. I feel the show kind of likes to push that idea that, life is never fair. It's always against you. And this is one of those instances, But then again, back to Maggie, she's so hell-bent on finding Glenn, and then, she accepts the fact that he might be dead, he might not be. I think he's not, but, again, I'm like, that is not a way you should kill him off. If you're going to kill him off, you better do it in a way that we might, be satisfied. Not that. That was not satisfied. That was sad. But I don't think he's going to die like that. A lot of people are saying he's dead, but again, I doubt it. And I'm going to talk about Glenn again. My prediction was, and it still is, I think Jesus is going to show up and save Glenn. Because I think that's where, Paul Jesus Monroe's coming in. And I'm still going with that. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Because I want to see Glenn again. I want to see where Glenn is coming from, why he's there, what's going on. I want to see how it happened, what the frick is going on. And, it is something to see. And, I'm just saying that, I thought this episode, I wish they would have gone out. Like, she's like, you know what, I'm not going to put you through that. But, I'm like, man, I guess you're right. Because all those zombies are surrounding, Alexandria now. So that's kind of a, cop-out in my opinion. I feel like, man, that's a bit of a weird start, ain't it? That's just, again, that's me. I don't know. Just, I don't know where Glenn is. I'm really interested to know where Glenn is. I want to know where Glenn is. Because if I don't know, I need to see a clear of what happened. Because it's unclear if they killed him or not. Because, what I think is they were eating Nicholas. Because, again, you don't see organs like that coming out of a dude's chest and body. I think they were eating Nicholas. But, again, that's what I thought. And he did land on his chest, and his body was showing, so maybe, like, you know, Nicholas was next to him, and he grabbed him. I bet that, like, my mom's like, man, it probably hurt when he fell on him, because, you know, Nicholas is, like, Glenn, like, if you notice, Glenn's a small dude. Like, you know, he might be a little, you know, he might be buff and all, but, you know, like, he's a small dude. Like, he's a small guy. And, you know, it is a small guy. So, you know, again, okay, let me think about it. He is a small guy. He's a small guy. And, I think it just hurt when he fell on him. Like, maybe they made a movie mistake. Like, I know they made a movie mistake where he just fell on the ground, not near the dumpster, and then they moved underground near a dumpster, you know? It's just kind of a weird sort of thing. But then again, I think they were eating Nicholas. I think that's where Paul Jesus Monroe's coming in. And then, what's going on with Glenn, if he's alive, of what's going on? You know, because, again, I don't think he's going to die like that. Because I don't think Jesus, if he did show up, I don't think he's going to find Glenn reanimated and then he has to kill him. That's not good. But if Glenn does make it, I think that's how they're going to introduce Paul Jesus Monroe. And hopefully Glenn comes back soon. But, you know, Maggie's performance, I thought that was the standout in the show. Then again, everything is. So, you know, that's how that was. And, really, yeah. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to talk about today. So, yeah, you know, again, I had nothing really to talk about. I did talk all about it. Now, it's not as interesting as my episodes earlier, but I'm just going to say right now, I thought it was a good episode. I'm going to give it since I didn't exactly like this episode, I'm going to try and give it a 8.3 out of 10. So I'm just going to do that right now. So I'm going to say that right now, you know, I wasn't the best episode. Thought it went way too quickly, and can't wait to see next week's episode. I want to see what Sasha, Abraham, and Daryl have been doing since the whole thing went down. So I want to see what's going on there. And, so yeah. And I want to see how Rick escaped. That's still pissing me off. Like, how did he escape? Why? You know, Ferk, why? And then you're like, nope, it's the viewers of imagination. I hate when they do that. But then again, you gotta love when they do that. You know, like, a lot of the past stories of these characters, we don't know. If you haven't noticed, like, we don't know a lot about the characters, what they did before. We just know a lot about what they've done after. So, yeah. Maybe except for Rick, because Rick is the main character. And Lori, who was also a main character, and Carl, and all the other people. And a little bit of Daryl, because Daryl's kind of opened up a little about his past to Beth and to the viewers. But yeah, anyways, so I'm just gonna, you know, go over right now. I'm just gonna say, man, I'm done for right now. I thought it was a good episode. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. My name's been Rambo, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. So I will talk to you guys later. See ya.